What's happening, all you beautiful, 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 beautiful people? A brand new week, brand new episode of the Pentagon Challenge. And today, we could win the league and get us into the Saudi Pro League. That is the day. Well, we're already in the Saudi Pro League. We're already promoted. But today, we can see a trophy lift one game earlier than I expected, which is absolutely fantastic. Without further ado, hit subscribe, comment, like, all that. Let's get into the game. And here we have it. As you can see, top of the table with a little P next to us. We promoted. We are exactly where we want to be in this game. 18 points clear of Al Batin. 18 points left on offer. Right, we take on Al Oroba, who are sitting in 4th place. They need a win to try and get into that automatic promotion spot. They're gunning for that spot. We're gunning for a championship. I mean, even if we lose and Al Batin lose, we can still win the league, which is great. But I don't want to lose. I want to win. If we don't win it in this game, we'll have to do it till Al Akdud. We'll have to go to that game and maybe just keep playing until we get there. But those are the 2 games that I've kind of got planned. If it's only going to be the 1 game and we lift the trophy, we're going to go all the way to the end to do a season review and a quick season wrap up. We're going to go full breath into that one. That'll be the episode. For now, though, some team news. Not much else to talk about. We haven't made any transfers. We haven't sold anyone. We do have a lot of sell-on clauses that we are probably going to sell to go find in some money. The boards have spoken. They're giving us 3.9 million with 600 wages. I've just deducted a little bit from there, just so I have a little bit more in the wage budget. But 3 million is not a bad offer. It's really, really not a bad offer at all. In terms of today, we're going to have to do it without our vice captain, Jonathan. He is suspended, or basically captain, because Marty hasn't really played many games. Hakimi and Sek are both injured, and Stevens all injured, which is not ideal, is it? Which means it is a slightly changed team. We've got Hawasi in goals, as always. Al-Nazan on the right-hand side. He's been the better of the 2 right-backs that we've had. Adil Kadhari hasn't been bad either, don't get me wrong. I just prefer Al-Nazan. I don't know why. 20 years old, maybe to 27, maybe that's the reason. Sultan and Mazariq will be in the centre-back position. Mazariq coming in for the injured Jay Stevens. And then on the left-hand side, we've got Al-Najem. Over in the midfield, Alma and Yalchin are going to be there. Yalchin, we've been talking about maybe getting rid of him. He's stepped up a little bit more this season. Al-Atibi is coming in to replace the injured Asane Sek, and eligible Hamid Zaid. Of course, he can't play against his parent club. There is a world where I want to kind of make him a permanent fixture in the squad. So we're going to have to look to raise about 300 to 900,000 pounds to get him into the team. I like him. I like him, Hamid Zain, and I think he's a good Saudi player to have as a backup option. All right, and then in the attacking midfield, we've got attacking side, we've got Saad and Abu Abed coming in there. Ahmed and Matik also in very good form, so expect some fireworks there. All right, so this is going to be quite an interesting little clash. They play very narrow. We play very narrow. This could be an interesting midfield battle. And Al-Harthi and Al-Otaibi, Yelchin and Alma have their work cut out for them. I'm not doing an away day for this one, just mainly because we can't do the street view, so it doesn't really help us in Saudi a lot. So just old-fashioned play as we will. I won't cut out anything. We'll see the full game of this one. We'll watch as it plays out. We'll get the form. It could be a 20-minute video, could be a 5-minute video. We don't know. But here we go now with a early highlight for Al-Obara. Al-Haribi goes in, gets past Al-Nazan, and he's going forward for the shot, and it's headed just over the top. Nervy start. Nervy start. We are going to keep just a quick little eye on Al-Batin. They're not playing today, so don't really need to keep an eye out on them, I guess. They're only playing tomorrow. So, I mean, we could win this game, and then we could lose this game and still win the league if Al-Batin lose. Which means we'll be coming for a trophy celebration on the next game, I guess. But we're not thinking about that. We need to win this, and I want to have a trophy celebration today. We want to clinch that title. And the half so far has not been in our favor. Hausawi is moving it forward. He's got Yelchin to Al Nazhan. Good ball in for Al Atiabi. Saad is there. Ali Saad looking to break another goal in there. He's trying to gun for that goal record. I don't think he'll get it. I think he's like 5 or 6 goals away from that. Although we do have a lot of games left, he could maybe break that record. Abed, look in the back post. We will go through all of those records that we have broken. We've broken a lot of records already this season. Al Najem, in fact, if we win this game, we will be tied with the most wins in a league, a yellow league competition. So that's a bonus, 29 wins. Half time, it is 0-0. I mean, it's been a pretty much even Stevens game. No one's really been in it. I am thinking maybe we should just look to go a bit more wide. Keep the same shape. Maybe just tell these guys to get wider. I think that's the play. I really think that might be the play for this game specifically. Let's try something like that. Just to encourage them a little bit wider out into the side. Side is looking very, very tired. I'm going to leave him on for a few more minutes, but we'll take it from there. Second half underway. Like I said, we're going to try and push the ball a little bit wider. You can see how narrow on the average map here. We can see where my mouse is. Look how narrow they are. We're trying to just open up. We're also quite narrow, 4-8 in the middle. So maybe if we get them a bit wider, might help. Doesn't matter though. Ali Saad, who needs Jonathan when you got Saad taking free kicks? As you like. There you go. Ali Saad with a glorious free kick. Exactly what you love to see. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And that is going to be all his contribution. He is looking super tired out there. Don't want to hurt him anymore. Matik come in there. Elsewhere, Talibi not playing great. We're going to give... You know what? I'm going to give Al-Zari a run at attacking midfielder. Played mainly as a centre mid. Also, Mazarik is looking poor. Al-Nazam is looking super poor. Kadari come in there just to spice up the defense a little bit more. I feel like that is quite necessary to move on into the last moments of the game. We're still in the lead, which is absolutely fantastic. And we've got another opportunity here to go bigger. Al-Zari to Matik on the back post. Al-Hammami moving it forward. So much space. Our defense all the way up. Al-Hammami, I mean, that was a shot, wasn't it? That was a shot. Almer gives it to Kadari, who gives it away to Al-Qatani. Harabi, moving it forward. It's gone to Sultan. We just need to hold this lead, guys. We just need to hold this lead. That was close. 10 minutes left of the half. We're going to make another swap or two. Guys are looking tired out there. Guys are looking very... Al-Najim is looking super tired. Abdullah can come in on the left-hand side. Has played there in the past. Alma and Yelchin both looking tired. Shami come in for Yelchin. That's all the subs we have. That is all we can possibly do in this game. 3 minutes of normal time. Down, going to 5 minutes of stoppages. With 4 minutes left on the clock. They've got a goal kick. They've given it away. Matik. Beautiful ball for Abed. Goes in to try and find Matik. Somehow it didn't get to him, and I thought it might have. But good defending. They were on point there, weren't they? Al-Hammami moving it forward for them. Cuts it inside. Low cross. Tacks it in. Gareth Molloy. 3 minutes left on the clock. Scores the equalizer. Which means we're going to have to wait for the next game to see it. That's not good. That's not good. One minute left. Is there any drama? No drama. Oh, dearie, dearie. Oh! We win the league! Hey-oh! I thought we needed a win. Because I think Albertan must have lost. Oh. Happy days. There we go. A draw was all we needed. Superb. Jonathan won't be able to lift the trophy, so we're going to have our stand-in captain do it. It is Al Harathi, which is funny enough. And here we go. And hoist it up high. We are the champions of the Yellow League. Get in. Absolutely brilliant. We're into the Saudi Pro League. We get 2 extra foreign slots. We are going to enter a transfer special next episode. Before we end this episode, because not the only thing we're going to see, is we're going to go all the way to the end, do a season review, find out if we break any records. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, guys, we've got the season end review for Al Najma Football Club, and we've got a little trophy there. Yeah! Our first official trophy with any club in the Pentagon Challenge. Can have a look at our signings. We did quite a bit of signings this season. Our signing of the season has to go to Jonathan. I couldn't agree more on that one. 780 average, 23 goals, 14 assists. The Italian-Brazilian has been absolutely immensely brilliant in this campaign. We then also signed another young attacking midfielder in Hassan Al-Atibi, 20 years old. Not a bad performance from his 10 appearances. 1 goal, 3 assists, a 720 rating. Atura Elma, perhaps gone under the radar a little bit, but a goal contribution of 13, 7.19. Bought him for £86,000. Zaid, we can't really speak much about him. 12 appearances, 5 assists, 716. Doesn't want to stay at the club, so there's that. Although Oroba did not get promoted. They lost in the promotion playoff, so maybe he'll come to us now. Mohammed Abed, 24.5 thousand. Played quite a bit of games. I was hoping for double figures. Got him up to 8 and 2, 715. Kadari, another great little signing. 8 assists from him, 711. Matik was actually one of the surprising signings of the season. 13 goals, 2 assists, 709. Shami, a little bit disappointing, but in fairness, we were playing him in a brand new position, so we expect to see a little bit more of him. Our goalkeeper, less said, the better. Sultan Mazaruk, which was probably the worst signing we did, 135,000 for the centre-back. Didn't play that well at all. Bit of a question mark on him on that one. Going out, the only one that I suppose, I mean, he only played 1 game, and he got an 8.10 average. I suppose Ega De La Torre is probably the worst that we got rid of. I really miss that guy. I think he was a much better defender than Mazariq is, and for 475,000, we did make bank, which was absolutely fantastic. But here we go. As you can see, in the league, 29 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss. We equaled the record for the most wins in the Yellow League with 29. We also equaled the most draws in the league with 4, and the most losses, the least losses with 1 on that one. We also managed to get the most points tally, even tally with 91. So literally, we were just one of the best teams in the world. The only loss came early on in the season, 14th of November against Al Oroba, where they beat us 3-2. Everywhere else is just a sea of green. Even in the King's Cup, we only lost the 1 game to Hajar, 4-3 in the quarterfinals. I was hoping to get to the semis, but maybe next season we can do that. Here we go. Our biggest win was a 6-1 win over Al Jil. 4-2, remember. Match to remember. And goal of the season goes to Jonathan, a top draw goal from Najmed Udza, attacking midfielder Jonathan, as he hits the thumping free kick 24 minutes in. That was the first time he scored a free kick for us. 1 of 4 in the end of the season. As you can see, our money has gone up a little bit, especially the most notable deal is a 4-year deal now for 116. Our sponsorships has gone up. Broadcast revenue did drop a little bit, but that will go up next season. And then prize money and commercial rental goes up as well. We've also gone up. No, we've stayed the same, 1.5 star in that way. And how we lined up for the season was pretty much a stock standard. Al Najim, Sultan, Stevens, Kadari, Alma, Yelchin, Sek, Jonathan, Saad, and Ahmed. I'll just swap those 2 around. I don't know why they do it like that. But that's pretty much, I feel like, our strongest 11 as well. In terms of accolades, here we go. We can go through all of them. We'll start off with the club awards. Al Saad wins Fans Player of the Season, as well as Young Player of the Season. Signing of the season, like we said, was Jonathan. Goal of the season was Jonathan. Top goal scorer, Saad, with 38 goals. Sek with 15 assists. Saad with 10 man of the matches. And highest rated average is Saad as well. We didn't win any accolades. There was no Manager of the Month awards or anything like that in this competition, so we didn't win anything. But there you go. Overall, most goals in a player in a season, Saad with 38 goals. In the league, 36 goals. Most goals by a player in a match, Ahmed picked up a hat-trick. A couple of players picked up hat-tricks in the season. Ahmed was the first one to do it, as well as in the league. We also broke the most assists for a player in a season. Also, most player man of the matches went to him. Most league appearances by a player, Al Najim has hit 130 appearances. That's a new record. Most league goals by a player is 38. So Saad broke the league record as well. And then the highest transfer fee received for Gum, 488,000. Gum didn't register on that one because it was from last season, but he is doing exceptionally well in the Saudi Pro League against Al Hazam. I mean, late 9 games though. Maybe there's a world where we will meet him again. That is the season end review. In terms of what we're doing now is we're going to jump straight into the transfer market. I'm going to map out quickly a squad, and I'm going to show you that. We're going to talk about that before we jump into the transfer market. So give me a second. Let's map out what we're going to be doing, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, so I have mapped out a squad of where we're going to be looking at specifically. I think goalkeeper, defenders, and a deep-lying playmaker are on the cards. Well, I'll say deep-lying playmaker. We'll talk about that in the next episode because we've made a signing. I'll leave you on that cliffhanger. We've made a signing. I'll show you all about him next episode. For now, though, 2 centre-backs I think are very important. Jay Stevens and Mazariq. Probably not going to be cutting out to make it into the Saudi leagues. Sultan as well. Ahmed is leaving out on a Abdullah rather is leaving on a free. So is Al Hathi. Al Zurai, I was thinking of maybe trying to keep him in, but I did prefer Hamid Zaid, so I'm going to try and keep him in. He still doesn't want to come in. I've made an offer, doesn't want to stay. Al Zurai probably won't keep him, but I feel like we'll use Shami and Katani as the 2 central midfielders. Rotation, maybe bring in one more. We've still got Noah Yelchin there, who did play well. I just have found someone else, and Yelchin will probably be a reserve, 3rd reserve. If not, we'll sell him off and open up a free international slot as well. We do currently, as the team stands, without any new signings, have slot for 2 international players. We'll be looking at capitalizing on that, although I say 2, the new signing is the international one, so we'll have 1 international slot to capitalize on, and possibly if we sell off the likes of Stevens or Yelchin, who I'm not opposed to selling off, if a good offer comes in to open up another free slot, we might need to do that. But I feel like this is a good enough squad, especially considering we did well against Al Riyadh in the Kings Cup, who are a mid-table Saudi team. I feel like maybe that's just Kings Cup and they weren't playing fully rotated. I don't know, but I feel like it's good. Biggest problem, though, is there's a lot of clubs interested in Ali Saad here. We're going to have to do a lot to keep him at bay. Jay Stevens is also wanted by Al Batan. Currently, they're working on other positions in the club, so we're not too worried about him. Marty is also wanted by Al Tai and Salal in Qatar. So that would be a bit of an issue if he goes, because he is our backup goalkeeper. Yelchin is also wanted by Al Batan as well. I think Al Hathi, he's going on a free transfer to Al Safa, probably. It just shows the type of quality that he is, that a Saudi 2nd division team wants him, which is why we don't really want to play him. Al Qatani is wanted by Al Taraf. He's not going anywhere. He's going to stay. He's going to be in the first team this season. Elsewhere, we don't really have anyone else wanted. Jonathan is kept safe, which is good. It's what we love to see. Qadari is wanted by Al Tal and Abba. I mean, maybe in a world we let Qadari go and find a better left back, although wingbacks, as we progress into the 2030s and 2040s, they tend to get a bit more rare to find. We do have Al Nazan on the backup who can easily slot in there. Our youth system is completely useless, so we're not going to bother looking at that. But yeah, guys, this is where we stand. This is what we're looking for. I'll see you guys in the next episode. With that being said, make sure you hit subscribe. Tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters to join in on the fun. We've got a transfer special, a Saudi Pro transfer special Let's make the most of this, guys. We'll see you guys later. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.